Hi folks, and a very happy new year to you. It's just a couple of days before, so I thought I would sneak in a little video today. This one is actually inspired by a comment or a few comments I've read lately on some of the guitar forums on Facebook. Dangerous place to go. However, whether it's because Christmas has just passed and people have got some new gear, but you tend to get the same things getting asked every year. And this one was a very common one, and it was based around the Boss Katana. And I've done a few videos on the Katana because I made one into a floor amplifier. And the question is always, does it have a tuner? No. End of video. Not quite, because like any other forum, then the debate starts and people start saying, oh, it should have one, it's a practice amp and it needs one. And then you've got the other side of the coin with people saying, no, I don't need I don't need a tuner on it, get this, get that. Use your phone app. Yeah, a phone app's fine. That comment to me is the one that clearly states, I'm playing guitar at home, I'm never going outside, I'm not playing in loud environments. And they work. And the other one is, of course, these things, the little clip-ons. And these are really good. However, I'm not overly fond of them for a couple of reasons, and I'm going to go into that. But I'm going to try and keep this short. For me, it has and always will be a pedal tuner. Sit it on your board, sit it on the floor. If you don't use a power supply, they run for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on a 9-volt battery. If you remember and unplug it, you will probably get a year out of a cheap battery, no problem. So you don't need to overly invest if you're starting out. But mine sits on a board with a power supply, and it's a mainstay of this goes everywhere. Can't help it. If I want my other pedals, this is attached. And this is part one of my point. If you have a pedal tuner, you always know where it is. You know where it's living. You know that you plug your guitar into that, and that's your first point of call. The little clip-ons, like I say, they work well. And even on stage, they do work. They're not quite as good, but they do work. The phone app on stage, forget it. You've got a drummer that's thumping away. You've got a bass player that's still kind of rattling the odd note. You've got background hum. You've got an audience making a noise. You've got somebody at the bar clinking glasses. All these sounds will make your phone app just misbehave, and you can't trust it. Now, the beauty of a pedal tuner, if this is maybe teaching some of you to suck eggs here, teaching your granny to suck eggs. But these work as a mute switch as well. So you want to tune up, you just stand on it. You have your singer or another member of the band. Get them to distract the audience. They can talk to the audience for a minute while you just quickly check your tuning. Even if it's just in between songs, you just click and just check. It's very easy, very simple. It's silent. And the audience really don't notice, especially if they're captivated and watching, someone else in the band. So to me, that's the main purpose. You're in tune, you can recheck really quickly. Now I'm very lucky, all these guitars all mine have really Floyd Rose trems or the Ibanez equivalent, so tuning stability is incredibly good. But you still check, of course you check. It's always on, it's always there, it's always ready. Now, to illustrate my point, this thing, I thought, one thing I would love to mention is, of course, it's small, it's light, it's plastic. They do break, and I've seen quite a few break. This one stood up quite well, but this one's main problem is it vanishes. And when I decided to do this quick video, I had to spend 20 minutes, half an hour, rummaging around the house trying to find the damn thing. because I don't tend to leave it clipped on the guitar. And this is where I'm going with point number 2, 3, I've lost points, I don't care. This thing, now, on stage, like I say, they work, and they're €15. That pedal, so the Snark, there we go, just so you know, Snark, about €15. I'll put a link for them. This little Rockboard Stage Tuner ST01 is €35. That's going to last you a lifetime. This thing, the chances are you'll end up breaking it at some point. Or you end up leaving it in a pocket and it goes through the washing machine. Not speaking from experience there, honest. But yeah, that happens. But my bugbear is, on stage that's subtle. It's at your feet, nobody really cares. If they're busy watching your feet, it's the 5 guitar players at the front of the audience. You know, don't worry about them. This thing, sitting there, like so, beautiful. Now, you've spent a good bit of money on a nice guitar. I'm using this one as my example. So this is a Boel, which is a Dutch made guitar, handmade. They don't make them anymore as far as I know. This is the MC6, which is the signature model at the time for Marcel Kuenen, I think I pronounced it right, who's the guitar player for some of Arjen Lucassen's Aryan projects. Phenomenal guitar player, really, really amazing. But this is one that I absolutely love. This guitar is gorgeous. And I'll do a little video on this at some point. It's a bit obscure, but it's a gorgeous piece of kit. However, so you're on stage, you've got a gorgeous guitar, nice, neat headstock, whether you've got Ibanez, Jackson, Fenders, doesn't matter. And then at times you go on stage and you see that thing stuck on it. And I kind of dismay, because it's like, really just doesn't look right. Or you get into the swing of things and get rocking out and bump, and it kicks across the floor and then ends up in the audience and they stand on it and your tuner's dead. So good as they are, I would say home use maybe, but really by the time you've bought one of those, you're actually only about €3 off a pedal tuner. The cheaper ones do tend to need a power supply, but you know, €35 and you're on a tuner that will take a battery. And they take batteries, but I guarantee the square 9-volt battery that goes into that will outlive the little, or multiple little button batteries that go in the little Snark. Handy little backup, maybe leave it in a case, but always get a pedal tuner. That's my advice. So that's really all I've got to say about those. I'll put links to all the things below. Whether my opinion matters, it's my opinion. It's based primarily on playing live and gigging. But if you've got a multi-effects unit, you really don't have to worry. They really all come with a pretty decent tuner in them. Even my 13, 14-year-old Digitech RP1000 has got a really, really good tuner. But you know, they're not going to be the end of the world. So if you've got some Christmas money, if you're starting out, you always see people saying, what pedal should I buy? What will I get for my first pedal? Get a tuner. Get a pedal tuner. It'll last you for life. If you're just starting out as a youngster, that's what to get, because I would hope you're going to be aiming at playing live at some point, because the world needs live musicians, guitarists out there doing their stuff. You know, this is great. Talking to you on YouTube is great, but it's not the same. It's really not the same. So aim for that. And if you're an older guy or an older girl starting out, welcome to the guitaring world. Go get yourself a tuner. You really won't regret it. It's a no-brainer. They last forever. They're bomb-proof. They're simple. They work as that mute. So even if you're playing at home and you're busy playing away and go, oh, there's the doorbell, rather than turning down or switching off, just stomp on the tuner. Mutes it off. All dead silent. and then you're done. Right, that's 10 minutes, and I'm going to cut it short because I go on. So thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Have a look at my other content. I've got things on graphic EQs into cheap amps. I've got this Joyo Dark Flame pedal up there. It's amazing. It's a great thing. I was playing some Power Quest today. The big amps at the back, funny enough, they don't have tuners built in either, and I wouldn't change it. The Bugera, I've got videos on it. The Jet City JCA50 behind there. 4x12 cabinets, 2x12 cabinets, all these different things. Loads of different videos, so please have a look back. Like anything. Like I say, thank you very much, and I'll have something for you very, very soon. Have a happy new year, and bye-bye.